Representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Watch you now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch you now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
looking to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 20.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Here's Hill now on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gone!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw on second down is Hill, escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Hines. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now let's go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Try the air now with Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green, 39. Detroit 39.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Sutton now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Now let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gone!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And that is no good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hill. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Green 39! Green 39! Watching that Barney! Barney! Gone!
Out a first down as well.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Leopard!
They run again with Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Hill. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Hill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit. Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the gun. Hill. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. True that is. He had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Leopard! Leopard! Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check it backer, check it backer.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. Leopard! Leopard! Hot!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
From the end zone, Hill. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This is Hines. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Here's Hill. He's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Marquette King now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hill on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
From the gun, Hill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go now. Blue 90.
first and 10. Hill flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now Hill. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. 3:19. Detroit.
Hill. It fights him off. He can run for it, and he will. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Leopard. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Detroit.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play, but to come back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown in overtime. And they are Super Bowl bound. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal.
What's that on that beat? Addicted to ballin', I have